Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys things I wish I knew as a beginner at makeup. So right now, I don't consider myself as a beginner at makeup, but a few months ago, like a year ago, it was so bad I couldn't even apply the correct foundation. I didn't even know my undertone. I knew absolutely nothing, and I really wish there was a guide that we could follow that would help us. But this is a guide for you. If you want to start your makeup journey, this is just the perfect guide for you. The first tip is hydration. You have to hydrate your skin, okay? You cannot put anything on dry skin. You look like a crocodile.
Oh my god.
If you want to look like a crocodile, go ahead and put makeup on dry skin, but you have to hydrate your skin. So you have to do your skincare, and remember, when you're doing your skincare, whatever goes on your face goes on your chest too, okay? You don't want to look young in the face and old on the chest. So hydrate your face, hydrate your chest. That is the first step. With hydration, you need to use a primer that is suitable for your skin. For example, if you have dry skin, you need to use a gel or a hydrating primer. So the one that I use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer because it's liquid and it just quenches my skin's thirst. If you don't want to use the Milk, you can also use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's also very good for people that have dry skin. It just hydrates your skin while ensuring that your makeup is evenly applied on your skin, while looking smooth, while having a hydrated skin. But if you have oily skin, you need to use a silicone-based or mattifying primer because they help control excess oil production while reducing the appearance of your pores without compromising the even and smooth base and application of makeup. The second tip is knowing your undertones. Knowing your undertones is actually one of the most important steps in your makeup, because without knowing your undertones, you'll never find the perfect product for you. So when it comes to undertones, as far as I know, there are 3 undertones. You're either cool, warm, or neutral. One way of knowing your undertones is by checking your veins. So if your veins are blue and purple, you have a cool undertone, while if your veins are green and olive, you have a warm undertone. But if your veins are blue and green, then you have a neutral undertone. Another way to know your undertones is by looking at the colors that look good on you. For example, if you look good in the yellows, the golds, the peaches, then you are a warm undertone. But if you look good in the pinks, the blushes, and the reds, then you are a cool undertone. Neutral is basically a mix of all of them. But don't forget that some colors can have a cool and warm version of them. For example, there is a cool blue and a warm blue. So don't forget about that. The third tip is choosing your foundation and your concealer. Now that you know your undertone, it's time to figure out which foundation and concealer works for you. The first thing you need to figure out is, are you fair, are you medium, are you dark, are you deep? Once you find that out, I would highly suggest you go to the store and swatch out different foundations according to your undertone and according to whether you're dark, light, fair, or medium. Usually your foundation is going to kind of look like your skin color in the perfect undertone. So mine, I have it on right now, is the Forever Skin Glow in 7N. So this, I use 7N, I'm 7 neutral, and it's okay for your favorite brands not to have your foundation. Honestly, I have so many foundations I'll never ever use again because I tried brands before that did have dark or deep, but it just wasn't my undertone, and that's okay. So now that you've found your foundation, time to find your concealer. The rule of thumb when finding a concealer is choosing a shade or 2 lighter than your foundation. My concealer, I use the Forever Skin Correct in 6N. That is 1 shade lighter than my foundation, but this is how it looks. I hope you guys can see the difference. It's not that big of a difference, but there's still a difference. One thing you should know about makeup is if you want a face beat, put product on your face. That dot of concealer, half a pump of foundation, it's not gonna work. You need product on your face. Don't overdo it, but like, you need to put the product on your face. The same applies to concealer. You have to put the concealer on your face. If you want a face beat, you have to put product on your face. But if you want more of a natural, everyday, just a little bit tweaked look, then you can just put a little bit and it's just perfect. My fourth tip is actually a tip that a Shoppers Drug Mart associate told me. She told me that if you ever buy foundation and it's too dark or too red for you, just add it on your skin, add Vaseline to it, and then apply it on your skin. Honestly, I'm yet to try it, but I think it works, because who would share a wrong tip? No one, okay? My 5th tip is to do your makeup according to your face shape. Okay, maybe your favorite influencer has an oval shape and you have a diamond shape. The way they apply their bronzer or contour is not going to work for your face shape. So I'm going to leave a face chart up here so that you guys can kind of figure out your different face shapes and learn how to apply different products according to your face, so that your face doesn't look odd and drippy. Because sometimes you do your makeup and then you look in the mirror and you're like, why does my face look weird? It's because you're not doing your makeup according to your face type. So Face type is very important. Tip number 6 is to let your concealer sit for a few seconds or a few minutes before you blend it in, because it just helps give you that full coverage look that you want. That's if you want a full coverage look. But I want you to realize that when you blend concealer immediately, it won't appear the way you want it if you want a full face of makeup. Tip number 7 is using wet products with wet products and silicone-based products with silicone-based products all the way from the start of your routine. That is why your makeup separates, and you ask yourself, because you're using silicone-based products with water-based products, it's like mixing oil and water. They'll never mix, there'll always be a separation, right? Number 8 is when you're blending, use a damp beauty blender or apply a bit of your setting spray on your brush and just blend out your product. It will just help create a seamless look between all your makeup products, so that it's not like your concealer ends here and your blush starts here. No, it just makes your makeup look so seamless and beautiful if you just use a wet beauty blender to just pat all over your face. Tip number 9 is don't smile while applying your blush. Okay, so your natural face structure is not you smiling, it's you just having a straight face. So when you're applying your blush onto your cheekbones, make sure you have a straight face, look straight in the mirror and apply your blush just according to your cheekbone structure. When you smile, by the time you frown, your face is going to look droopy and you're going to look old. So blush on top of your cheekbones, don't smile. Tip number 10 is knowing the difference between bronzer and contour. So contour is meant to shape. Why is my makeup separating? Contour gives your face a shape, structure. That's why when you look at some people, you're like, oh my god, their face is well defined. They contoured right, and you have to contour according to your face type. It will just bring out your face type, it will bring out your cheekbones, your jawlines, whatever. It will just shape your face for you. But bronzer is that sun-kissed beautiful look. Bronzer makes you look like you've just come from the beach. Like, you know those girls that look super glowy? That is bronzer. It's all bronzer that does that. So contour is applied underneath your cheekbones, blush is applied on top of your cheekbones, while bronzer is applied above your cheekbones where highlighter goes. So that's why some people put a bit of highlighter on their bronzer. Right above your cheekbones, that's where your bronzer goes. On your cheekbones, that's where your blush goes. Under your cheekbones is where your contour goes. Tip number 11 is your eyebrows. Eyebrows make or break the face. Okay, so you have to shape your eyebrows according to your face structure, so they just pop out your face and make your face look beautiful. Trust me, eyebrows will make or break a makeup look. They'll make or break your face. Finding a nice eyebrow gel that could help you sleek down your hairs and shape it just the right way according to your face. And honestly, eyebrows are meant to be sisters, not stepsisters. Okay, if your eyebrows are stepsisters, you gotta fix that, babe. They're not supposed to be stepsisters. At least let them be, you know, sisters. Tip number 12 is the powders. When it comes to powders, we have the loose and setting powders. So this is the Huda Beauty in Peach Pie. I do use this, it's my favorite. This is both loose and baking, but I use it as my loose powder. So what you do with this is, when you finish putting on your concealer, to just help keep everything in place, to bake your face before you set your face, you use this. This comes with a little brush, but I rarely use this unless it doesn't work that well. I use this to get underneath my eyes. It's just perfect for that. So I put a bit on the powder puffs or on a brush, apply on there. I apply a bit on there and let it sit for like 3 to 5 minutes. That's what it says, and then wipe it off. When you're done with that, set your face with a very nice powder. It doesn't matter what powder I use. I just started using this, and I use it in the shade 4 Deep setting powder. This will blur out any sort of glowiness that you have in your face. She's the it girl. This amazing, I love it. I also move with it everywhere I go, but if you feel like your face is having that weird glow, just apply this, and honestly it will just blur it out without making your face look cakey. Tip number 13 is setting sprays. Use a nice setting spray according to what you want to achieve. I use this Milani Make It Last Original. It's a natural finish setting spray, and douse your face in setting spray. Let your whole face be doused with it. After dousing your face in any setting spray that you have, you can just let your face maybe sit, or like use a fan to blow around your face. Let that dry and then touch up anything that you have to touch up. And my last tip is clean all the tools that you use on your face. Okay, there is this makeup brush cleaner that I got from Sephora, and if you don't want to use this, that's okay. You can use a nice bar of soap and you just use it to clean out your brushes and your powder puffs and everything that you use, honestly, your beauty blenders, because it's really nasty to put dirty products on top of a clean base or a clean face. And that is why your makeup separates sometimes too, because you're using dirty tools on a clean base, okay, while adding more product on those tools. which doesn't make sense. So clean your makeup too. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me any tips that you have down below that I might have missed, to all the new beginners at makeup. And if you're a beginner at makeup, don't feel discouraged. Keep on trying until you figure out something that works for you. Bye guys.